Hello, welcome to AppleSauce podcast. This is the second episode that we've recorded so far. I'm with my usual partner in crime, which is LeaksApplePro.
Hey.
Wait, you sound different.
I got a new mic.
Yeah, finally.
Not my AirPods.
Yeah.
So I think that's better.
A lot better, to be fair. So what do we have this week? We got some leaks from yourself, haven't we?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about some M1X things, like some schedule and some kind of benchmarks I got. We're also gonna talk about those cheap Airpods Max and some Apple AR VR strange device that I was told about.
So, okay, we'll talk about this later. If you want to listen to us, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Castbox, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and now we're even on YouTube. So if you want to see the video-only version, you can head over to BitValentine, that's myself. If you go to links.bitvalentine.com/AppleSauce, and that will take you straight to the playlist for this podcast. And we've done quite well, actually, with the first episode. It was a bit of a rush episode to get together. We had to get my marketing team to come up with the logos, get everything set up, the transitions for the video, the audio. It was all done very last minute. So apologies if the audio quality and production was pretty poor on the first episode. But we actually did quite good, haven't we? We had, with all the stats, we've had over 5,000 listeners so far. And that's that's 5 days. So we're getting around about 1,000 listeners a day. But now it's doing good.
Well, yeah, it is. That's definitely good. I mean, I've never done a podcast, but that sounds like a good amount of views.
Exactly.
So.
I think one of the criticisms last week was obviously the audio quality, and we went on a little bit too long because it was an hour and a half. But the more and more we do these, obviously the shorter they're going to become, and the more professional. So give us time, give us a thumbs up if you're watching this video right now. And on top of that, if you go to Twitter, the account is AppleSauce Leaks. That's AppleSauce Leaks. You can follow LeaksApplePro with the handle at LeaksApplePro, or myself, BitValentine.com. So the topic last week was about, did Jon Prosser fake his accuracy rating? We've still not heard anything back from AppleTrack, which we're going to reveal a bit later on. But let's turn this topic this week onto you, Lap. And then what I've noticed, because I've never really worked with you before or anything apart from last week, and posting the videos, following yourself, seeing the comments that we're getting all over the place. Why are you hated by the internet?
I'm not actually that hated. I mean, I'm hated by some people, and they are
some people.
So yeah, and they're so bored that they look like if they were thousands, but in reality, they're no more than a couple hundred people. But they are so bored because they may be like 13, 14, and they don't have anything else to do, so they just spend their time looking with their alt account, my tweets, and then go to post something, whatever. Then create an alt under an alt, then another alt, because I block them. So they spend their times like every 5-10 minutes to create a Twitter account just to comment on my tweets. And they know they're gonna get blocked, and they create another one. So, I mean, they must be really bored, like really, really bored.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the comments on the YouTube video, and it's kind of like people saying that you're blocking. No, why is he blocking me, and all that type of stuff. And it's like,
but in reality, if you check those comments, those are like 5-6 people, no more than that.
Yeah,
but they say, why do you block me? Like, because I block you 10 times with 10 different accounts.
Oh, you think they're sleeper accounts, like just people just generating?
Yeah, I mean, I have accounts. I've blocked accounts, which their only follower was an account that I previously blocked. So I guess that's their alt account.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, definitely. It's like I'm on YouTube now looking at the comments, and one of them says, like he says in air quotes, did Jon Prosser fake his accuracy rating? Ask at LeaksApplePro, the biggest con man on the Twitter leak scene. So I responded with, interesting, I didn't really know that. Why is he a con man? And it's like, he's bluffing his way out, half done or blatantly false leaks over the past year, and somehow he still has followings despite the fact I've never seen him write before, and it's kind of like, well, I've seen you write before, and it's.
But that's the thing. Like, he just destroyed his argument there. If he said, "Oh, he's fake, but he has a lot of followers," why? Maybe he's because I'm not fake.
Exactly. There was another comment here. Sorry to interrupt. Well,
yeah, sure.
I'm going to read through quite a few of them. They're quite funny, actually. It goes, did Jon Prosser blah blah blah, as if LeaksApplePro has any in the first place. He's the most hated person in the Apple community for a good reason.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, and about that, talking about alt accounts. Do you realize that those comments look pretty similar, but from different accounts?
I get that. It's like, could I respond to him and saying, why is he hated? I'm generally interested to know why. And it's like, oh man, it's a lot. He fakes his leaks, lies constantly, scams people, which obviously we talked about last week.
Scam people, whoa.
Uses audience to attack someone that they didn't do, blocks people who tell the truth, including me, and threaten to leak someone's IP address when they insulted him. I don't know, mate. To be fair, if I would have read this before working with you, I'd be pretty scared of you. But I mean, obviously, I know you're not this type of person. But I'm just reading through. It's like, and yeah, there was a bit of controversy. Like, we can see we're on 3,000 views right now. We've got 80 thumbs up and we got 56 thumbs down. And it was.
I remember we got like a lot more thumbs down, but I think those were bots because they were discounted.
Because it was weird. It was like I've got a message here. It's like someone goes, "Bro, he purchased more likes," and I was like, "Well, how do you purchase it?" And then someone said you can buy them. I was like, "Okay, that's fine." And then I noticed because it was I think we were only on something like 10 thumbs up, and then on the thumbs down it was 43, and then within an hour I refreshed and it was down to 24. So someone's playing dirty. And,
I guess who could it be?
I have no idea. But I mean, the final one right now, we've got 80 thumbs up and 56 thumbs down. So somebody clearly didn't like this. And they were trying to cause problems for it. But the funny thing is, the more interactive you got on this, the more it ranks. And already we're ranking quite high for this video.
In fact, if if you look for Jon Prosser fake on YouTube,
I think it's
our podcast is the first result, yeah.
Oh, let's have a look. Let me get rid of this. God, I can't even spell. Jon Prosser fake love. Oh, we're number 1 for Jon Prosser fake.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. I didn't notice that, to be fair. And it's doing well, the video.
Yeah.
But no, going back to questions with you, it's like I do see a lot of hate. Especially when you're posting, and especially when you attacked John and I Update for the Genius Bar podcast.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, obviously John's got a lot of followers. He's got the Toilet Squad, which I'm included on that as well. And there's, you can see he's got some loyal supporters there and stuff. So obviously they're going to defend their saviour with everything. And already John's already put a marker on you on his first podcast on the Genius Bar where he was attacking you. So all you're doing is defending yourself.
I'm fine with it. I mean, I only see one difference here. This is something that he's attacking me with feelings, and I'm attacking him with facts, which is a different thing. True. Because he's just saying, "Oh, this guy is fake because I say so," and I'm telling him, "No, you're faking your track record because of this," and showing him stuff that we got from all leaks.
Yeah, that was on the last episode. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the main difference here.
No, exactly. But the thing is, it's like we said last week. He's obviously he's at top of his game. He spent 7 years trying to climb to the top, and now he's on top, and he's getting people republishing his news, and he's getting more followers. He's doing great. I'm not going to lie that. So obviously now it's kind of like he's shooting down anyone who's in competition with him, which you can understand as well.
He's angry because this is going to be. It's going to sound like egocentric, like at all, but anyways, I made in 6 months what he did in 7 years, and he's not happy about that.
Bold claim. So yeah, it's like
I mean, that's something that's. I mean, you can check that. You can check when I created my account and when
Yeah, I
he
can see.
created
Yeah,
his account,
is
and that. And I think he's. I think he's kind of angry because I got articles about talking about myself on sites like Forbes and things like that, and he doesn't. So
that's good.
it's
Keep it if you're doing something good, mate. And this is the thing: is what I've with any
yeah,
media is good media, and if people are talking about you good or bad, it's good. It
yeah.
means that
But
you're
I
doing
mean,
something right.
and I was talking with one of his supporters who might even appear in the podcast. This
Yeah, we
podcast,
might
who
be having
knows?
some guests every week now.
Yeah,
So
but I
some
was
big
talking with him,
names.
and he was like, "Oh, you only get covered by fake sites," and I was like, "Yeah, Forbes is a completely fake site."
Oh, Forbes is 100% fake.
Yeah, and Tom's Guide completely fake. Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Like I said,
Dude, I got even covered by that was quite funny. If you live in Spain, you know there's like probably the most viewed TV channel here called like La Sexta.
yeah, I've heard about it. Yeah.
I got covered by them.
Nice. That's cool. So you're actually on
And I
national
was
TV here as well.
yeah, that was quite funny. And I was like, dude,
That's good, mate. You're doing good. Just keep 'em pushing. Don't let people push you
yeah,
down. That's the main thing, mate.
that's it. In fact, the other day, because some people still call me fake and all that, like 8 months ago, 7 months ago, something like that, I posted there are some prototypes for iPhone with like a whole like camera, like yeah, just like a whole screen, and I got like, oh no, that's not thing, that's not stop inventing things,
That was announced
and
today,
now
wasn't it?
yeah, and then Mishikua comes and says, "Oh, iPhone 2022, it's gonna come with the whole left camera," and it's like, I think he said this 8 months
Right,
ago.
you need to do what John does, and this is what I see John does a lot of, is that he goes through his old tweets and then he retweets them saying, "Look, guys, I told you about this. I'm right," and it's trying to validate
Yeah,
himself.
that's what I did. I went to the. It was posted by Mac Rumors, so I went to my old tweet and I
I got it.
copied the
Yeah.
link, and I went to there and I called it. And still, I got people saying, you're a fake." And I was like,
Yeah, that was
"Wow,
last year. That was last year as well.
yeah."
No, we need
Like
to get
how?
you. We need to get you on AppleTrack.
Oh,
No,
I'm not gonna get on AppleTrack because they are scared of getting me an AppleTrack. But anyways,
come on, AppleTrack. You need to be open platform, not biased, and only handpick the people that you like.
I mean,
Come on.
AppleTrack at this point is just a platform to decide. They want to decide who is fake and who is not.
Well,
So,
I've got
so
some
if they
news.
just go there. So if they just say, okay, we don't know how to demonstrate this guy is fake, so let's just not put it on the site. And we say if it's not on the site, it's fake. Then it's fake.
Yeah.
That's all they're doing.
Like I said, Sam, my olive branch is handed out to you. I can give you tips on how to make it fairer, so people will take the site a lot more serious. If obviously you don't respond, I totally understand that, but it means I will build my own version of it, which will be fully open to the internet, and it'll be fully verified by the internet as well. Not one person; it'll be groups of people. So if you want to speak, send me a DM. You know my details, bitvalentine.com on Twitter. If not, I'll just build one and I'll just promote it like crazy, and it'll be a fully open, like Wikipedia-like experience where everyone can submit leaks and everyone can decide which is real or fake. And this will be a real game changer.
And Sam, let me tell you something. If you're listening, which I know you are, by the way, this was quite fun. Wait, actually, before mentioning this, when we announced the podcast, I sent it to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all that to get it reviewed and posted. I said, okay, we're gonna post it on Wednesday because I didn't know it was gonna be on Wednesday, but I said, okay, it's more or less when it's gonna get approved. But then John told me I already listened to it, so like on Tuesday, so they were looking, they were refreshing Apple Podcast
But to be fair, on Monday it was released on Spotify.
on Spotify, yeah.
So-
And I was like, at first I was like, I sent a link to you so you could listen to it, and I checked the stats, and it was like, okay, one listener, and this is like, okay, this is Valentine. But then I said like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's like, how?
Yeah.
but like, and I think John and Sam, they were looking for it because they found it. I mean, and you can't. I mean, that podcast wasn't announced anywhere until it was going to be announced on Wednesday. So they specifically looked for it a couple times and refreshed Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all that. So they were a bit worried about it.
I mean, obviously, look at the thumbnail we use. It was pretty intimidating. Let me go to it.
They talked about the thumbnail. They said,
I don't know. I know episode 4 of the Genius Bar has just dropped as well. I've not had a chance to fully listen to it. Have you listened to it at all yet?
No.
Because he may have responded, which we're going to be talking about later on, but I'll check it out. It's a great podcast, by the way, Genius Bar. Listen to it.
But I'm going to tell something to Sam. If you don't listen to this guy and you just keep with your AppleTrack bullshit, he's going to create another set. And trust me, dude, like, he has way more resources than you, so your site is going to be
by the way, Sam,
destroyed.
This is not a threat. It's not a threat at all. It's just one thing I am good at is building software and making fair software. So if you want me to help you, I can give you some advice and stuff.
Yeah.
But if not,
So,
like I said,
but
I'll just build it.
If you want help, he's going to give you some help.
Yeah.
But if you don't, he's just going to create his own site.
Yeah, I'll make it open-ended. Anyone can submit it. So the moment you make a tweet,
yeah, I mean, if you have 13 followers, probably not.
No, exactly. We can do that. I can build things with the Twitter API to verify them first. It has to come from a verified account. Otherwise, it'll be bombarded.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is, it doesn't have to be manned by any man because it's manned by the audience.
Yeah, that's
the thing. And it'll come up with things. Yeah, I'm not going to reveal too much because obviously I want to speak to
No,
them
so
one-on-one.
if you posted a link there, then you can go and say, okay, this got verified, and like add a link to it. So
Exactly.
you say, Apple is going to present an iPad Mini tomorrow, and tomorrow you see an iPad Mini. When you can just go there, post a link to the Apple website with the iPad Mini, so that way it gets verified.
Exactly. And no, it's going to be great. Right, talking about you being fake and blocking everybody and being hated by everyone, what's the first leak that you got? I've not heard any of these, by the way. I've just seen the product title.
The first leak, it got correct? Or what? I mean, I didn't get your question.
Oh, sorry. I'm talking about your leaks, your first leak to be revealed.
My first leak. Okay. So
the M1X.
My M1X, yeah.
Just to let you know, guys, it's early morning on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And
it's
I'm still not woken up.
Okay, yeah, that's true. So the M1X, yeah. So I'm going to give you some schedule for it. I've been told the very first time we're going to see this M1X chip. It's not going to be in the iMacs. Actually, the iMacs are going to get like a very specific processor for themselves. It's going to be like a 20 cores, something like that, like 20 cores. It's the M1X.
So the iMac colors, the new one, is going to have 20 cores, but it's going to be the M1 still, or is it?
It's going to be a different one. The M1X is going to be for MacBooks.
Okay.
So we're gonna say on the 16-inch MacBook Pro that they wanted to release that on WWDC, but I think it got pushed back because I was told the very first MacBook we're gonna see is gonna be in October, and that's gonna be a 14-inch MacBook Pro.
Okay.
Followed by an MacBook Air. So what I'm hearing is that that 14-inch MacBook Pro is also going to have the M1X. That's going to be like 16 cores. Then we're going to have like a MacBook Air that's going to have... What?
How many cores did you say? 6?
16.
Oh, 16 cores. What?
Yeah, that's the M1X.
Wow.
I mean,
okay.
actual one is 8.
Mm-hmm.
So M1X is going to be 16.
Nice.
And then we're gonna have the MacBook Air. The MacBook Air is gonna be like they're gonna change the screen. They're gonna make it like the bezels are gonna be smaller. but it's not going to be mini LED. It's going to be just like an LCD. It's going to be 8 cores, like slightly improved version of the actual M1, like the current M1.
So this is going to be the difference between a MacBook and a MacBook Pro. So
this MacBook Air, it's going to be like an iPad with the keyboard, because it's not going to have a fan like the current one. It's going to be like the current one, but small bezels.
Okay.
And that's it. And then we have like that 14-inch MacBook Pro and that 16-inch MacBook Pro. Those are going to have the same processor, but different RAM capacitors and storage and all that.
And a better screen as well.
Yeah, like mini LED, that's the thing. That's the way to go. And the iMacs are going to get like a 20 cores processor.
Is it going to be the M1X or is it going to be named something different?
No, it's going to be something different. It's not going to be M1X. I don't even think it's going to run like an M something chip.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's going to be something different.
What,
but
M2?
I mean, that's a pure guess of mine. I mean, it's not based on something.
Okay.
But I think it's not going to be called like that, like M something.
That's strange, because they've just invented an M series of mobile processors. And the same with the other. It's like.
But I think I mean, maybe it's going to be a different. I mean, if you check, for example, the difference between iPhones and iPads, there you have like A14 Bionic or however they call that. But then you have on the iPad, they changed the name a little bit. They call it A14 whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, the name is. So I think that's what's going to happen.
So we're going to lose Bionics and all that type of stuff. It's just going to be a letter.
Yeah, the M1, M something, it's going to be for MacBooks. And then we have like M1, MX Bionic, whatever. But that's a guess.
Yeah.
That's a guess. Like, don't take this seriously at all.
So what you're basically saying is, obviously, you got the MacBook, which is going to be like an iPad-esque, and then the MacBook Pro, which will be better screen, more cores, better memory, better storage, and then you've got the new iMacs, which are going to be even better. Is that correct?
Yeah. The iMacs are going to be like 20 cores. Yeah, that's kind of confirmed. But
that's going to be beautiful. I can't wait. I'm going to be purchasing it as long as they're bigger than 24 inches.
Because I have another thing. I think I tweeted about this like a couple months ago. But they are working, they're testing CPUs with up to 128 cores.
Yeah, I saw that somewhere as well. But this was going to be for the MacBook, the Mac Pro Mini.
Yeah, but that didn't make it that didn't make it. I mean, they realized they weren't selling a computer. They were selling like a heater. So
yeah, they
say that they stopped at 64. So yeah, 64 cores is like the maximum for right now.
But after that, it's just going to be power hungry. Need higher coolers and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's not going to be funless like the MacBook Air.
Yeah. Exactly. It's like the Mac Mini, what I've got, the M1. It does have a fan. I've never heard it kick in yet at all. Even when I'm rendering stuff, it never kicks in, which is crazy. So
I've seen a tweet from someone saying that the air that comes out of the Mac Mini is cooler than the temperature of the room
Oh, really?
Located. Yeah.
I'll test that. I'll give that a go. So anything else regarding the new M1X?
Not really. That's kind of it.
Okay, should we move on?
Oh, by the way, I want to comment. A couple weeks ago, some benchmarks appeared relating to the M1X, and I already tweeted about that, but that's not a thing. Like those weren't benchmarks. Like those were just guesses.
Okay.
So
let's just wait and see. Right, so let's move on to the next topic, which is we kind of touched about, is a new iMac, which Prosser revealed last week. It's quite a big one as well. I noticed a lot of big news outlets are actually If it's true, it's amazing. I'm on MacRumors.com website now. This is what you can see on the video, and it goes through the 5 different colors. You got like a silver, you got like a black, like a space grey-ish. You got like a pastel green, a pastel blue, and a pastel pink colors.
Yeah, I've been talking with some sources, and they don't really know about it. But all I've been told is that they don't see Apple releasing a pink iMac.
Okay.
So that's why I tweeted, like, are you sure about these colors? Because, I mean, I've been told it would be really strange that we release pink iMac.
Yeah. Well, I mean, pink's kind of like a neutral color now, but let's wait and see. I mean, the color idea.
Yeah,
is
but I mean,
great.
an iMac is more for like a professional guy, like someone in his office or editing whatever. I mean, they don't want colors; they want specs.
Yeah, true. It's like, but if you look at the original, as I'm looking at the screenshots of the original iMacs that came out, they were very vibrant colors. You had like a neon green, orange, purple, red, and blue, and this is what's made it all stand out. So this is weird that it's going from this, which made the iMac stand out in the first place, to like pastelish colors on the new.
Yeah,
version.
I mean, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
So
when did they say it's going to be released? Is it September or something? Like that?
They were set to release in March.
Oh,
but they're not gonna release in March.
Okay.
But they were scheduled for that.
Yeah.
But they got pushed back. And I think we're not gonna see them until October, November.
Okay, I can wait that long. I can wait that long. As soon as I come out, I'm getting one. But the thing is, to do with his other leak, which was the Mac Pro Mini. It's not called a Mini, and he said it's the equivalent of 4 Mac Minis stacked on top of each other, which is still pretty small, to be fair.
But yeah, that kind of small, yeah.
Yeah. So with this, I mean, this is just pure speculation now. So don't take what Lap says in terms of no, we're just talking as a conversation. So we were talking about the M1X, obviously being the 16 core, the 8 core for the normal model. Maybe with the iMacs, it's going to be. You said it's going to be more than 16 cores for the new iMac.
Yeah, it's going to be 20.
20 cores, which is quite a weird number because normally they double the cores, like 18, 16, 32.
Yeah,
64.
but that's going to be because I've heard it's going to be 16 like fast cores, like
Oh, you talk about little big kind of thing. So it's like power efficient cores.
Yeah, and they have four efficiency cores. That's what I'm hearing.
I see. Because it's like even with the MacBook Air right now, it's only got 7 cores, not 8, like the MacBook Pro.
7.
Yeah,
but that was like that was quite funny because the processor itself is the same, like the very same processor, but they just disabled one core.
I think it's just to sell it, because if not, what is the difference between the Pro and the non-Pro? No.
Well, you could pay $100 for a touch bar.
Yeah, which is shit.
And 1 hour extra battery life.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. I think this is where the next time round it will be a big difference. So you're getting
it's going to be a big difference. It's going to be like
technology.
MacBook Pro is going to be 16 cores, and the MacBook Air is going to be 8.
Yeah,
so
it makes sense.
That's going to be the difference.
So speculate. That's with this new Mac Pro. Mac Pros are generally known as the beast of.
Yeah, that's going to be like the end of 2022, beginning of 2023. It's going to be.
So you're saying you're roughly 64 cores?
It's going to be. You're going to have options. I mean, you could. I've heard it's going to be 32, 48, and 64.
Really? So it's going to be like modular in terms of you can choose.
Yeah.
Bronze, silver, gold. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. That's one thing with my Mac Mini, which I wish I would have purchased, was the 16 gig version.
Oh. Well, they're going to release a Mac Mini anytime soon, with like the option of 10 gigabit internet. So they may change that.
Yeah. I'll end up selling this one. But no, it's like, because I'm using this. I've gone from using like a 24 core AMD beast of a computer, 2070. 64 gig of RAM and everything, and now I'm using the Mac Mini, which is 8 gig, and it feels faster in a weird way. Not with everything, but obviously with gaming, and I'm using it to streamers right now. The Mac
Yeah.
Mini is shit at streaming because the software's not been converted for the
Mm.
M1.
No, but the thing is, 8 GB of RAM on Windows is not 8 GB of RAM on Mac,
Yeah,
like at all.
but you got to remember the Mac though. It's like it's
Yeah.
that shared memory with the video as well.
Yeah, but that's it. Like, for example, check the difference in RAM between Samsung and Apple. With Apple, you get 3 GB of RAM, 4 maybe.
Yeah.
With Samsung, you get like 25.
No, yeah, exactly. I've got it in my
And the iPhone still performs better. So
It's to do with the management of the obviously sending the data and storing the data. This Apple, because they make their own hardware and software, they know how things work. With Samsung, yeah, they make their own memory, but they make their own screens. But there's still other components there which they don't make and they don't have full control over. So,
yeah, that's the thing.
And as it's an open platform like Android, which has to work on like with Apple, they make iOS,
Yeah, like
which is just for
the main
iPhone.
difference, like with Android, they got open like 2 different operating systems, because you have to open like the original Android, but then they have to open like the specific Android for that mobile phone. Then they have to open, like, they have to do a lot of things that the Apple doesn't have to do, because they have like how many phones?
Yeah,
6
well, it's
phones.
stock. What the thing is
running.
with I've actually downloaded in the past like the stock Android, and it's just bare
Yeah.
bones. It's just
Yeah.
there's not everything you've seen. Obviously, companies like Samsung's with One UI and stuff. Obviously, they bloat it with new features like screen catchers, screen recorders, which isn't
Yeah.
on the original spec. And I understand that this is what can slow things down, because you're just basically building add-ons to the operating system. With Apple,
Yeah, I mean,
there's none of that.
if Samsung wanted to do something good, they should create their own OS.
They did Tizen, didn't they?
Yeah, but it's not doing. I mean, it's not doing like really good.
Well,
like, just create one for your
if you-
phones, and that's it.
Yeah,
So,
if you see,
kind of
I'm
like
wearing a
iOS.
Tizen watch right now, which is the Samsung Watch 3.
Yeah,
And, the battery's okay. It's snappy-ish. The operating system, it's not like fully integrated with Android.
yeah.
but
It's not like
does
it's
a
not
job.
like WatchOS and iOS. That's the
No, it's like my wife. She's got the Pro Max, 12 Pro Max, and I bought her the Apple Watch, and I bought her the AirPods Pro, and no, it's just great. It just feels, I don't know, it just feels professional. It feels polished. It feels like there's no bugs there. It just works.
That's the thing.
And this is what frustrates me with Apple. It works, but you're restricted at the same time. With this, why I love Android is that you can do things. You can download PDFs. You can.
But I mean,
download
that's
files.
the Apple slogan. Like, it just works. That's iPhone. That's Apple. It just
It's a
works.
walled garden, isn't it? It's like a walled garden. They got control, which is great, and they're making sure there's quality control, which is brilliant. And this is what the same goes for the App Store. They make sure that the application is good enough to be on the store. With Android, they just let anything through, and they've been obviously criticised throughout the years for allowing malware or viruses to actually be uploaded because they don't have the same system in place. And now with Google Play Store, they actually got built-in virus scanners, making sure that there's nothing on there. And it's just.
But still, I see some strange apps on
But they're
on
old though, aren't they?
the Google Play Store.
Yeah, but it's old.
Like apps that cost $1,000 that tell you purchase this if you're rich. It's not gonna do anything, but
No, I've seen them. I've seen these ones. It was one of the first apps for Apple as well. I remember it didn't do anything. It was just an app, and it was like $2,000 or $3,000. This is going back like 12, 13 years, and people bought it, and just to brag to their friends. Look, I've just purchased this. I've just wasted a shit ton of money.
buy these to look like you're rich.
Exactly. But no, in terms of other things as well, we're going to jump on now to the AppleTrack controversy, which we covered last week with On Leaks.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
so do you want to give us a TLDR of what we were talking about last week in terms of with AppleTrack, with what you found on Leaks?
Oh yeah, we were talking with OnLeaks, and he basically sent us those screenshots I showed you, and we talked about here. They keep faking their track record. They keep doing that, and I think they're gonna keep doing that because they don't care about what people say, like at all. They just
But this is
live
not,
in.
this is not just what you saying as a knee-jerk response to what they said about you in terms of the Genius Bar. You actually had proof, which was on the last episode.
Yeah, I mean, I've put every single one of Jon fake leaks, and I mean with their, wait, when did he say them and where, like the date, and it wasn't from page tag or Twitter or whatever, so you can go and check that, and also screenshots of the AppleTrack website, which you can check today. I mean, it's not something I'm telling because I want to tell that. It's something that is, you can check that.
Well, that's the thing.
So,
he had quite a detailed thread on Twitter, which is on Leaks, if you want to go and follow this guy. And it was literally proof saying, right, Jon said this on this date, which was false, but yet AppleTrack marked it as true. And there was quite a lot on there. And I remember from last week, you were actually going through, and he verified this as well, separate conversations. Because he blocked you apparently as well, so everyone's blocking.
No,
each other.
but I think he unblocked me because I checked and I could follow him. So.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, and he said around about the 50% mark is Jon Prosser's real score.
Yeah,
and then you said exactly the same. To be fair.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not something I'm telling. It's something that more people are telling, and not like they're not like small people who live in their parents' basement.
Yeah.
I mean, it's people that is known here, like with verified accounts and all that. So.
Yeah, and that was pretty. It's a pretty bold claim going through everything.
Yeah.
We mentioned last week, for Sam, is there a way that he can make the site more accessible for everybody to be more transparent? I've not heard anything back from him. I doubt I will do. I know we mentioned it before.
Because he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
And
Sam is the moderator of AppleTrack, and he is the co-host of also with Jon Prosser and the Genius Bar. And this is where me being neutral in this, it's kind of like, well, if he's moderating a website, Sam, but then his buddy and pal is Jon Prosser, who's getting a lot of attention right now. Obviously, for him to boost his scores based on the tweets from OnLeaks and also yourself to prove it. I don't know, it just comes across a bit fishy. And yeah, Jon's dropped a little bit to 78% now, but realistically, if what you guys are saying is true, it's more or less 50%. So, but the thing is, Jon keeps on saying this. It's like, I'm one of the top.
Yeah, he has it on
Track.
his Twitter description. Like, oh, I'm 78% accurate. Like, no, you're not.
Yeah. So. That said,
but anyways,
that's one thing with them. Like I said before, Sam, if you're listening to this, get in touch. I can help you. And the thing is, if you open up to people and to actually submit the tweets first, and then have people moderate them, not yourself, it'll make this world so much better. If not, I'll build it on my own, and I'll put a lot of money into advertising it and make sure that it's fully manageable by the people.
That's gonna be funny. In fact, I purchased like a while ago because I had the same idea, and I purchased like a domain.
Yeah.
And it was called something like how was it called? Something like Leakers Record or something like that. Leakers Track or something.
Yeah.
Something similar to that. So if I find that, which I think I won't, but if I find it, I'll send you the I don't know if I can transfer domains.
Yeah, you can. You can do.
So.
Yeah. But to be fair, if I did this, because I'm building this big community now with BitValentine, I'm building software. I'm deep into software right now with it. I want BitValentine to kind of be like a Amazon of helping with videos, with promotion, with tweaks. So it may be an extension of that. I don't know yet, because I'm building more and more into it, and even with my development team, we're building new ideas and building into it. So. This is it's still up in the air with BitValentine right now, but just to let you know, there's a lot more to come, a hell of a lot more to come, and this is why we're doing this. Okay. But no, let's hear back. I've not fully listened to episode 4. He may have already replied, so if that's the case, I apologise. I'll listen to it straight after this show. And let us know in the comments what you think of this fiasco right now. Because with going back to the video last week, and I put in the comments, like if you agree with LeaksApplePro, dislike if you agree with Jon Prosser. It's already on 80 up, 56 down. But like I said, with the thumbs down, they were disappearing. So it looks like they were somehow paid.
I mean, it's not something. It's not something you can make disappear. So
exactly,
it's YouTube the one said it's YouTube.
YouTube. If they see fakes, they will remove them. And it's sometimes even with views as well. What I've noticed over the years is that if you push a video, and let's say 100 people just click on it and watch a second or 2 or 3 seconds on there, it will show it as a view. But then 24 hours later, they'll take them views away.
Yeah, that's right.
So this is where it goes up and down. But no, one of the major topics, which I don't know anything about, is Appleosophy. And
that was very funny.
The last thing I heard on this was last week that you were supposed to be in an interview with him, but then something happened. That's all I know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave it to you right now.
Okay, so this came from very long ago. Apparently they received an email from someone they apparently knew, asking if I could get to the podcast, and the literal email was bring LeaksApplePro to the podcast and ask him if he's an actor.
What?
So they sent me that, and I was like, sure, like I have no problem in going to these things, like at all. So I was talking with this guy called Bram or something. He's like the guy who manages their podcast. So I was talking with him. We moved the conversation to Telegram, and it was like quite paused for a while because he told me they prepare episodes with a lot of time. So I mean, and told them, just let me know when you want to do it and I'll do it. I have no problem. But then I had like a weird kind of discussion with this guy called Macbook Air. That is, you may know him at Huriku or something. I don't know how to pronounce that.
What? That's the what is it called again? Jiroku or something like that.
Yeah, Yoriku or something. Like it's Macbook Air on like his real name. So he's like another leaker that he writes for Appleosophy. So
this is McGuire Wood, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had like a discussion with him because he retweeted one of my leaks and told me, what you're doing is illegal because you're saying you have documents and whatever, and that's illegal. And I told him that no. We had like a little discussion there. He was saying, yes, it is because the United States law says whatever. And I told him, like, I don't care at all about the United States law. I care about Spanish law. It was kind of like the same thing John said about me, like, oh, it is illegal in the United States. Like, I don't care about the United States.
You don't live there.
And then he said, oh, but they can apply extradition. And I sent him a link from the Department of Justice of the United States, which says that you can only extradite if you extradite someone, you still have to judge him using the law of the country where he is located at that moment. So if the United States took me there to court in the United States, they would have to judge me with Spanish law, and I'm not doing anything illegal, so
yeah,
that wouldn't work. But he still kept saying that was a thing. That was I was doing illegal things and all that. And I said, like, and then he started insulting me, calling me fake and all that.
This is McGuire.
And I was like, and I was like, dude, you're looking like an absolute kid. Like, so, and I told him, if you want, we can bring this to DMs. And he told me, oh, because you want to talk here. And I was like, no, dude, because you're looking absolutely like a kid.
He looks like my son, to be fair.
So, like,
Son,
I mean, I'm totally fine talking about this here, but if you want to take it to the end, so you don't look even more ridiculous. But he said, no, here. And I was like, okay, sure. And then I think I don't know how this guy is called. Like, it's like the CEO of Appleosophy.
Yeah, it says
Joined
here
this
he's a
conversation.
writer, product reviewer, event handler for Appleosophy. Yeah.
Yeah. But then this guy, the CEO, is something Satinwire or something. It's called like that. Holden Satinwire, I think.
Yeah.
He joined the conversation and said, "Okay, that's gonna bring you to the podcast."
Okay.
And I said, "Sure." And they told me, can you join now?" And it's like, "No, because I have to leave because it was like 2:30 p.m. and I had lessons like at 3:30."
And
So
you study law as well, which is quite funny.
what?
You study law. You're a student, aren't you?
Yeah, but they don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
But so I went. I told them, "Okay, how about weekend?" And they said, "Sure, okay." And we created like a Telegram group for the podcast and all that. And when the weekend arrived, it was actually the same day that we were going to record the first episode of this podcast. We recorded like at 10 p.m. or something.
That's right. Yeah, it was quite late.
And they told me, "Can you do it at 8 p.m.?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to be a bit short of time, but sure, let's go ahead." So I was waiting, and on that, I was like, okay. I was studying actually. And when the 8 p.m. arrived, I got a message from the guy that manages the podcast, and he literally told me, "We're looking for more evidence. Could you wait a couple days more?" And I was like, "Sure." Because I mean, I guess what he wanted to do is like take a bunch of incorrect links from mine and just tell me, "Oh, you're fake because you said this."
Ah, right. So
Yeah.
publicly shame
So
you, basically.
yeah, and I mean
Okay.
and I thought, okay, if they're gonna because I like law, so whenever I think of how people could attack me, I start thinking about things I could defend myself.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I was thinking, okay, dude, if they tell me this, I'm just gonna take Mac Wirewood incorrect leaks and Jon Prosser incorrect leaks and say, okay, everybody has incorrect leaks, so therefore everybody's fake then. But anyways, so they told me, okay, we need more time. I was like, sure, go ahead, I have no problem. And like 3 or 4 hours later, something like that, they made a public statement saying that I wanted to bully her or something, like something really crazy. And I was like, okay. And they said the episode wasn't gonna be. So I went to Telegram to saying the Telegram group we created, like why, and the group disappeared.
Oh.
And my conversation with the guy with Bram disappeared also disappeared. So I went to the ends and I talked with the guy that manages the Telegram group podcast, and I said, dude, you know this is not true, and you know that you're only doing this because you tried to find some evidence that you couldn't find. And he didn't even reply to my DM. And I mean, okay, I mean it's fair, but
So,
I don't know. I mean, my brand, it's my brand itself. I mean, that was kind of like a defamation, but who cares? Like,
well, to be fair, if we look at it this way, in a positive way, is that they invited you to a podcast, which looks like a decent one as well, to try and possibly smear shit and and basically just attack you and you defending yourself. They couldn't find enough evidence, so they cancelled the show.
Yeah.
So look at it as a positive, not a negative.
No, but I mean, the thing is, I knew that podcast wasn't going to be released.
Right.
But so I thought about two possibilities. First, the podcast won't be recorded. That ended up being the case. And second one, like they're gonna record a podcast, then they're gonna realize how stupid they look, and they're not gonna post that.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
So I was thinking, okay, if we record a podcast, I'm also gonna record that. So when they realize they sounded stupid and they don't post it, I will.
Okay, I see. Just I totally get it. But no, look at it as a good thing. Look at it as I'm pretty much sure
I mean, it's
Gianluca's
fine
reached
with
out
me.
to you, hasn't he?
What?
The guy, Jiroko, we were talking about, Bram, did he message you or something like that recently?
Yeah, but that's for other thing that is related to another thing.
Okay. Right, so apart from that, is there anything else regarding Appleosophy?
Not really. I mean, I'm fine with it.
Yeah. I mean, I've never heard of him before. I mean, look, they've got 2,200
I'll
followers.
I'll send you their statement. Like, they made like an official statement. They pinned that on their account. It was like,
About you?
yeah, like saying, "Oh, he's gonna bully people and he's gonna throw shit to
Ooh,
people."
you
So we're
got a
not gonna invite
reputation.
them.
This is why everyone hates you. This is the thing. The whole internet hates you because of this.
But the thing, like, the fun fact is that they were the ones that wanted to actually, like, kind of bully me, but they realized they couldn't, so they just cancelled it.
Yeah, that's a good thing now.
I guess
it's a good thing. If they had to cancel it, it's fine. It's like imagine if it went live and they bullied you and they had these facts which weren't true and they were just constantly attacking you and then they pushed it live. It's going to make you look bad.
But I mean, their arguments are going to be like, "Oh, you got this." I mean, okay, like everybody else.
Yeah.
But that was like a funny thing. I realized, for example, you have Jon Prosser. You know that there appeared to be like a Magsafe power bank or something. Like something appeared on like iOS 14.5. Yeah, and nobody ever talked about that. And 3 days later, Jon Prosser says, "Okay, my source told me about this. I'm gonna show you some render." Like, so 3 days ago, you literally had no idea about it. And now that people, like, someone discovered it, like, somehow all your sources know about it and they're going to show you everything. But 3 days ago, they had no idea.
Yeah.
Like, that's not like, no.
Well, that's the thing, the Magsafe battery pack, because that was released as well by Minchico, I think. Yeah. That was said last week, but it was a third-party company that were producing it.
Yeah, but I mean, Apple's probably going to produce one. Yeah. But what I'm saying, like, sometimes the internet, like, discovers something. Yeah. And then John had no idea about it. And then all his sources know about that.
Yeah.
Once it gets posted. Like, no, that's not how it works.
No. Okay. Interesting. So with this power pack, it's just literally going to slap to the back of your phone with the Magsafe and charge wirelessly.
Yeah, I guess it's going to be like that. But I'm worried about something. Do you have the Magsafe wallet?
I don't have it. My wife doesn't have it because I've heard so many people complain about how it just falls out. And
yeah, so like a battery pack weighs more than the wallet. So if people have that on their, I mean, that's gonna fall.
Yeah,
like for sure. Unless they sell it to you, maybe they could sell you like a case that has like a stronger
that was the thing. I was watching something yesterday. Let me just try and find it. And it was a YouTuber, and it's got something like ApplePro in his name. I can't remember his name. Let me have a look.
Everything ApplePro.
Everything ApplePro, yeah. And ApplePro. Let's have a look. Yeah. This guy,
from time to time, I get questions from people saying if it has something to do with everything.
Yeah, because this guy he invented his own phone case. He's on a second version of it now, and he's made the magnet stronger purposely on his version 2 to stop this. And they said it was something like 30% stronger magnets on the back. So obviously, if the magnets are stronger, it's going to hold it more. And I think this is speculation from me as well. And in the next iPhone, they'll include stronger magnets. They have to.
Yeah. Imagine Apple telling you, okay, if you buy our Magsafe battery pack, you should buy everything ApplePro case.
Yeah.
So it doesn't fall.
Yeah.
I mean, if they release that, they better put like strong magnets.
Well, that's the thing. It's Gen 1. This is Gen 1 technology, and it's like with the
but I always say don't buy Gen 1 ever.
Yeah. Unless it's the M1 chip.
No. I would have waited for the second version. I mean, in fact,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the 14-inch MacBook Pro.
Yeah. The new one, which is going to be released later this year, yeah?
Yeah, because I mean, the only thing I take to classes is my phone and one 6-gen iPad. So
Mate,
that's not working.
you're going to
So
love
I'm just
it.
gonna get like it's like I'm gonna get like the MacBook Pro and that's it.
No, you're going to love it. The battery life, I've been told by a lot of people,
Yeah.
is just crazy. It's like 20-hour
Yeah.
battery life and stuff. No, it's going to be great. So let's.
So I'm saving with my store like
Yeah.
the.
Oh, you need
where
to
I
buy
sell things.
your AliExpress stuff, don't we? So everyone go to.
I'm gonna ask my AliExpress provider, my supposed AliExpress, if he can sell me a 14-inch MacBook Pro for like 15 euros or something.
Yeah, and just call it the LeaksApplePro iMac or something like that.
We have the LeaksApplePro one chip.
Yeah, exactly. Screw the M1. Going through now, there's going to be a
I was
giveaway. Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a giveaway. I posted about that on Twitter. I have my phone here. I'm gonna pick 2 random comments for 2 Clubhouse invites.
Yeah, I've got the
So-
tweet in front of me right now. There's quite a few people who commented.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Wait a second. Okay, I think it's this one.
If you want a Clubhouse invite, drop me a
I
comment.
invite, drop a comment. We'll be giving away some of them. So I'm gonna go to like a random comment pick on Twitter, like on internet.
You pick one and
random
I'll pick
comment.
one, yeah? You got 2 of them you're giving away, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna look like for a tool on the internet to.
There is
Pick,
tools,
like, a
but
random
best thing to
comment
do is
Twitter.
close your eyes. I'm going to do the
Uh-huh.
same. So you pick one and I'll pick the other. And I'll just close my eyes so
Okay,
you
so
can see
I'm,
in the video.
I'm gonna start scrolling up and down, and I'm gonna press one like with my eyes closed. So that's gonna be the first one.
Okay, virtual eyes closed, okay?
Yeah. Okay, so. Okay, I pressed and it took to my profile. So.
Do you want me,
Okay, so I guess.
do you want me to do
I
it
got-
so people can see that my
Yeah,
eyes
so
are
people
closed?
see it and it does like more fur.
Okay, right. I'm going to just mouse up and down, but I'm going to close my eyes, as you can see, and click. Right, it's Riot A, which is his
Okay,
handle is RAEDADAL. That's the first one. And
Let me look for him because I'm not gonna tell him he won. I'm gonna save his name, so he has to contact me. So
Okay.
I know he listened to the podcast.
okay.
So what's his handle again?
It's RAEDADAL. I've got it bookmarked here, so I can send it to you straight after.
Oh, it's called his comment is me too.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna save that. So you gotta contact me, so I know you listen to the
Okay.
podcast and
You
you get
want me to do another one? Yeah.
Okay, I
Okay.
saved like a screenshot.
Okay, I'm gonna grab
Let's
another
profile.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Right, close the eyes. Look, you can see, and close my eyes. And yeah, we've got Alex Cheppy. So I'm gonna save this one as well.
Alex, I'm gonna looking for Alex.
It's it's called ALEXCH.
Alex, let's go. I'm in.
That's the guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll
I'm
screenshot
gonna
of
like
him.
both of them.
Oh, you liked it. I just saw that. Okay. So those are the 2 winners. If they haven't contacted me in 24 hours, I guess I'll choose another 2 winners.
What if you want?
That's all.
If none of them messages you on there,
We'll
I'll do it again next week.
We'll just move the giveaway to the next episode
Yeah,
until
exactly.
someone who wins that listens to it. So
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I'll put a tweet like if you think you won, like listen to the podcast to see if you won actually. So,
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, we'll do that
Yeah.
live. Right, we're going towards the end of the show. We're on an hour, so that's good. So you've got some news about the AirPods.
Yeah, the cheap AirPods Max.
Which is the over-ear ones, yeah?
What?
The AirPods Max are the over-ear headphones, yeah?
Yeah, that's correct.
Right.
So we have, like the current ones are like way expensive. Like
Super expensive.
they're like $600. Yeah, that's a lot. But Apple's working, as you may know, on like a cheaper version. That's going to be called the Airpods Max Sport,
Yeah.
from what I heard. I mean, it could change. Like AirPods Max were going to be called AirPods Studio until like the very last moment, so it could change. But I'm hearing AirPods Max Sport,
Yeah. I'm seeing
so
it
it's
as
gonna
well.
be around. I'm hearing it's gonna be $399, which is still expensive, but it's not as expensive
Yeah.
as
How much was the normal one? The Max?
the AirPods Max. $550.
Wow. That's a lot.
So these are like $399, which is not good, but not bad.
So the Sport obviously is the for the gyms, for the runners,
Or for the
or for the
or it's gonna be for the poor people.
yeah.
It's good. Like sport for Apple. They
So
always meant poor.
so this true, and the thing is, the biggest problems that I saw with the AirPods Max, the early reviews, is that it builds condensation inside the air cups.
Yeah, yeah. But I think that's gonna be kind of solved with these ones because they're gonna be made out mostly of plastic.
Yeah.
You're still gonna have aluminum and some metal, but overall plastic.
But the
Um,
same design, just plastic.
Yeah, plastic. The ear caps are gonna be the same actually. Like that's gonna be kind of good because you
They're
can.
kind of modular, aren't they? They're connected
Yeah.
with magnets, from what
Yeah,
I've seen.
and from what I'm hearing, battery life is gonna be a bit worse, and sound quality is not gonna be like the thing like with them right now. Like it's not gonna be the best sound quality you will ever
You're not
hear.
going to use the same drivers, basically.
Yeah, but it's gonna be good.
That's good.
So it's gonna be a $400 headphone.
What do you say?
That's it.
Do you have a ETA and release date for this?
Oh, they are working on, but I don't think we will see them until like the very last part of 2021, maybe 2022. I mean, it's not
Alright,
gonna
so-
release tomorrow. That's
So you're looking at the
They're
end
in-
of the year, Q4.
yeah, they're not ready at all.
Interesting. Regarding another leak, is the final one today, the Apple AR.
Yeah, that was kind of strange. I've been talking with one source from is in China. He's in China. He's not in the United States. And they received like a weird prototype of. They're like, it's quite funny. You know, like a pilot glasses, like old pilot glasses with like you have the glasses themselves, and then they have like a leather strap to attach them to their head, something like that.
Okay.
It's something weird. So like that, it's like a very very weird Apple AR VR whatever device.
So this is not the
So-
Apple Glass what people have been talking about.
No, that's not Apple Glass. Like I wish those are not Apple Glass
Yeah.
because he described them to me and they were like super ugly. I guess that's just an initial prototype for something that I don't know, but I'm gonna have this guy investigating a bit more. So I'll tell you whatever I know about them because they are like very crazy, strange. I don't know.
So this is like a VR headset almost, or is it going to be mixed reality? Is it? I don't know. Is this?
Something weird. Like the prototype, I was like, there was like, he told me it's like AR prototype, but I mean I don't know what that is.
Well, AR, it's like with the Oculus Quest 2, it has like, I think 4 cameras or 6 cameras on front, and you can switch between visible mode, which is in black
Yeah,
and white,
I don't
which
know.
is good. So
I
if,
mean-
if it's like a VR headset with AR is augmented reality, so obviously you can use it as glasses
Yeah.
to
I'll
interact
have
with your
to.
surrounding.
I'll ask. I mean, he's gonna tell me. He told me as long as he knows something else, he's gonna tell me. So I'll tweet about it eventually.
Yeah. From me, Obviously, it's not your source. It's like I think this is more for the Apple Glass because AR with glasses is what you see through your eyes. It's not what you see through VR. And I'm thinking a lot. I think they're at this time now where they're prototyping different ideas. VR and AR are two totally separate things. Totally different things. So obviously, if it's over the eye and you can't see anything without the camera, then it's VR. And then if it's AR,
I don't know.
it's glasses,
I'll tweet about as long as when I know anything else.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's still super early. It's like with the Apple Glass idea, it's probably like 2 or 3 years away.
I posted renders about the Apple Glass like 3 months ago, and people seem not to notice or something.
Yeah.
But I posted some renders, and they're going to release like in 2022, 2023. So let's see how those renders.
I can't wait.
Went.
I really can't wait.
They're gonna change some things, but I think that's gonna be like the very same thing. I'll send you a link to them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you can do that, would be great.
Yeah.
Is there any more links you want to talk about? Anything come in the last hour?
No, really. That's all I have now.
That's it for right now. It's been a nice, shorter episode. Hopefully the audio quality has been better.
Yeah, I think it's going to be better.
A lot better. I can feel it already. If you want to follow us, just go to Leaks. You got LeaksApplePro, which is obviously a lap in this podcast. If you want to follow us, which we have 44 followers right now, go to AppleSauce Leaks. We are very new. We're not even a week old right now, this podcast. Myself is bitvalentine.com. If you want to follow us on there. Regarding software, if you're listening to this in the past, what we were talking about with the global version of leakers to be verified properly, it will be on bitvalentine.com. So if you're listening to this years in the future, maybe I built it, maybe I haven't on there. But apart from that, we're all over the place. We're on all major streaming, not streaming. That's one thing I want to speak to you about soon, actually. Is we're on all podcast platforms. If you want to see the video, you can go to my YouTube channel, which is bitvalentine. I upload a video straight after there as well. Apart from that, is there anything I've missed?
No.
Oh, the Discord.
Not really.
Yeah, if you want to join the Discord.
Yeah, Discord. Yeah, okay, join the...
I've got a Discord channel, which is a bitvalentine as well. If you just go to bitvalentine.com/Discord, it will send you an invite to the group. It's mostly gamers because I used to do a lot of game streaming and stuff, and this is what we use to record the shows as well. So if you want to jump on there and if you want to chat with us, chat with the community that we already have, feel free. So that's bitvalentine.com/Discord. Apart from that, I think that's it. That's a wrap now. I'm checking now. It's we're on 1 hour 7 minutes. So
that's kind of good.
Better than last week. But
it was like 1 hour and 30 minutes or something.
It's been a pleasure. So let's speak again next week. And
okay, sure.
Have fun. Bye-bye.
Bye.